Good morning everyone, MMDA back on the road. Right now they're issuing a ticket to this taxi for obstructing what should be the sidewalk, and they're issuing one more ticket over here. If you look at these pedestrians that are coming over, you'll see they're going to be forced into the bus lane, and a lot of people don't even look behind them before they walk in the road, so of course it's very dangerous. Over here the team are issuing a ticket to this motorcycle rider. They do actually have helmets, both the driver and passenger, but unfortunately they're just not wearing them, so they'll issue a ticket, tell them to wear their helmets, then send them on their way. And over here the team is speaking to the driver of this vehicle. He's got his hazard lights on, but he's parked in the bus lane. They actually saw this vehicle from a long way away, so it's been here for a while. And the enforcer just pointed out now that there's a sign that says no parking, loading, unloading, waiting anytime. And over here the team are issuing a ticket to this motorcycle rider. Unfortunately his back passenger didn't have a helmet. And over here the team are issuing one more ticket. You'll see the motorcycle rider just put his helmet on now, but when they saw him riding he wasn't wearing it, so they'll issue a ticket, send him on his way. And over here they stopped this motorcycle rider, no helmet on the sidewalk, and I think he can't show a license, so the bike will be impounded. And there you go, the bike's going on the tow truck now. And over here they're issuing a ticket for tricycle ban. They're not allowed on Commonwealth. Everybody knows that, but they take their chances. And over here one more ticket being issued to a tricycle. Apart from tricycle ban, there's also dress code for the slippers. And over here they're issuing one more ticket. Motorcycle rider, no helmet, plus dress code, slippers, total of 2,000 peso. And the team are issuing a ticket to this vehicle for obstructing what should be the sidewalk. Fleeing motorcycle rider, no helmet. You see the big bikes chasing him now. They captured that motorcycle that ran away, so that would be no helmet, dress code violation, and perhaps apprehended after a chase, which means he would have to attend a seminar also. And this is unfortunately another example of a wasted road widening. The shops have extended, so there's no more sidewalk, plus they're eating into the extended road. So you wonder, what's the point in spending millions and millions on road widening projects to try and decrease traffic, when actually at the local level they're saying, yeah, go ahead, build a car wash, build a vulcanizing shop, build whatever you want, it doesn't matter, occupy the road, occupy the sidewalk. And then the MMDA have to come in every day and try and fight against it. For those vehicles that don't have drivers, they'll give it the more expensive ticket of unattended illegal parking, and that gets left on the windscreen, and you cannot renew the registration on your vehicle until you pay this ticket. The commander's speaking to the team now because they've run into a bit of an issue where some people came out, took the cheaper ticket, then went back inside, leaving their vehicles here. The idea is if you get the cheaper ticket, you move your vehicle and you leave immediately. And the problem is, if they take the ticket inside, another enforcer might come past and say, oh, this vehicle is illegally parked, there's no ticket, so I'll write one. And that could keep happening over and over. So he's advising them or reminding them now, if they get the cheaper ticket, the attended illegal parking, they have to leave immediately. And over here the team are issuing a ticket to this vehicle. Hazard lights are on, but that doesn't mean the vehicles can pass through it, so they'll still issue a ticket for illegal parking, maybe obstruction. And over here you'll see the enforcer looking at these two vehicles obstructing the sidewalk. One is a motorcycle, one is an SUV with a cover on it. The problem with this motorcycle is there's no plate, so they can't issue a ticket. That means they have to call in a tow truck and take it away. There's some people that want to come out of here, but there's a padlock on the outside. Seems like a huge fire hazard that it can only be unlocked from the outside. Someone just came out and gave a driver's license to take a ticket for this one, so they won't have to impound it after all. And over here they'll be issuing one more ticket to this motorcycle parked on the sidewalk. If there's no driver, it'll be unattended, 2,000 peso. And the team are now issuing a ticket to this junk shop truck for illegal parking. There is a driver, he's at the back now taking the ticket. No helmet on the back. Looks like he's a cameraman. It seems like he's been escorted by these enforcers. I'm not sure why. No helmet, and they're gonna let them continue riding like that? What are they thinking? So apparently he's the photographer or videographer for this convoy. The owner of a motorcycle that was ticketed earlier for illegal parking unattended in front of the school has caught up with the team, and he's asking if they can somehow make it a lower amount because it's 2,000 peso. And sometimes you have to feel bad, because if you park your motorcycle in the road, you get a ticket for 2,000 peso, even if it's just been 15 minutes. But if you park your vending stall in the road all day, every day, there's no penalty. So you do sometimes kind of feel bad for people, especially a teacher. But the thing is, once they've written out the ticket, there's really nothing they can do. There's no way to change a ticket. And if they did change his ticket, they would have to change everybody's. And across the road there, they're issuing tickets to these two vehicles parked in the road. The driver of this one doesn't want to give his license, so they're writing out the ticket to the plate number, and they'll add the extra violation of failure to surrender or refusal to surrender driver's license. Apparently it was actually the BPSO over here that pointed out the car and said it's been there for a while. And this motorcycle rider over here is having a very bad day. This morning he was stopped and ticketed for no helmet, and now he's being ticketed for illegal parking because he was inside the shop over there. He's just come out. So a very expensive day for this motorcycle rider. And over here the team are issuing a ticket to this vehicle parked in the road facing the wrong way also. And the team will now issue tickets to these two trucks. So there is no more sidewalk, and that's why people like that old man there is walking in the road. Someone just came back to this truck and he's reversing it inside, but they're telling him they're still going to issue a ticket because when they arrived it was blocking the road partially. The driver of this truck keeps trying to drive away, and they're asking him, please surrender your license. If he really refuses, they'll write it out to the plate and then add refusal to surrender license. He might even hit one of the enforcer's motorcycles, then he'll be in even bigger trouble. The driver finally handed over his license, so they'll write out the ticket, tell him to move the vehicle. You'll see here on Commonwealth the vendors are starting to run away because they know they're obstructing the road. If you're a pedestrian, pretty much screw you. You're gonna have to walk in the road with the buses and hope that no one hits you. And this is quite amazing. It says private property, no trespassing. How can it be private property? This is the road, this is where the sidewalk's meant to be, and then there should be a setback also. How can you just fence it off and say, oh, private property, pedestrians, you have to walk in the road, bad luck. If you come further along, you'll see that the sidewalk does reappear eventually, but I have no idea why they allowed so many properties to extend over it further along the road. And over here the team are issuing a ticket to this one parked on the bus lane. And over here they're issuing a ticket to this jeepney which is having its tyre vulcanized. And again, this highlights a problem with the barangay. They keep giving permits and clearances for vulcanizing shops and car washes along Commonwealth, and they know they don't have any space for their customers, so they're going to park on the road or they're going to park on the sidewalk. And you'll see, aside from the road being blocked, they're also obstructing the sidewalk with all their signs and their tools and stuff like that. Actually, they already started clearing some of it because they saw the sidewalk clearing team come in. And over here they're issuing a ticket to this jeepney for parking on the sidewalk. So it looks like the team will be confiscating some items this time, just to try and stop them from doing this over and over again. And at the moment there's a bit of a tug of war between the MMDA and the owner of this sign. They want to have it confiscated because, again, obstructing the sidewalk, or it's going on the back of the truck. And over here another ticket being issued for a vehicle that's having its tyre vulcanized. Again, they don't have any place for the vehicle to park except for the road, specifically the bus lane. This gentleman over here has just arrived, and he seems unhappy that a ticket's being issued to the truck. The enforcers are asking him now to move his vehicle because it is obstructing the second lane. The team are now issuing tickets to these vehicles parked in the road and on the sidewalk. Oh, this vehicle might bump the enforcer. They're asking now for the license to issue a ticket. It's such a common problem here that they actually installed a special sign up there that says no parking on sidewalk. So not just the road, but they have to remind people not to park on the sidewalk also. They're also ticketing this red one over here, and they're ticketing this one on the road over here. And they just stopped this motorcycle rider, no helmet. I'm pretty sure I've seen this guy stop before. The driver has a license, so they'll issue a ticket, send him on his way.